Right now at 10, preparing for cold. A La Crosse shelter is set to open earlier than usual to provide for those in need.
And a Dane County ruling signals another win for the administrator of Wisconsin's Elections Commission.
Plus, watch out for barrels while you're out and about this week. Toys for Tots accepting donations once again.
We're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, if you haven't felt it already, temperatures are dropping. Let's turn it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart for our weather forecast.
Yeah, they definitely have dropped from this morning. And the one thing, if you were up at 5, you would notice it was 60-some degrees. Well, it's not quite that warm anymore. Pretty much we had the cold front come through this morning. Behind it, really, we've seen the cold air, but we still have some flooding issues going on right now. And that still remains to the Black River, which is still, for Gaylesville, a flood warning until probably Monday. It'll start falling upstream towards Black River Falls. It's beginning to fall down, so that's the good news. Otherwise, we just have cloud cover behind the front has pushed through. We just have cloud cover, not much in the way of precipitation, maybe a few showers up towards the Rhinelander, but otherwise just cloud cover and much cooler conditions too. Those are the highs, but they were actually about 5 a.m. So that's if you were up, you kind of saw 63 and fairly nice. The lows right now are actually the current temperatures. We'll probably see the lows actually closer to midnight tonight for the day because they keep falling. So right now we're in the upper 30s to near 40s. So as you wake up, it should be dry, cold, and we'll see clouds begin to pick up a little bit or increase towards the noon hour. We shouldn't see any of that light snow. That'll come more later in the day, but overall it will be a chilly start for the day. And later on, we'll kind of break down. You'll need the winter jackets. You'll have some snow. It definitely will feel more like mid-December. I'll break down when to see the snow, what it looks like for Saturday, and especially for Halloween a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Well, with that cold coming in, a local homeless shelter is accelerating its usual timeline to be ready for those in need.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain has the details.
So obviously when it's colder, encampments and people who are staying outside tend to gravitate toward shelters just because of the elements. They need to stay alive and they're going to find ways to do that.
The Catholic Charities Warming Center was set to open on November 1st. But will now open on October 28th due to cold weather conditions.
I think safety is at the forefront of everything we do, so making sure people are safe and our staff are safe and the volunteers that assist us are safe as well.
With cooler temperatures slowly approaching, it can increase the likelihood of someone getting sick.
Some of the biggest challenges that people face, frostbite, being out in the elements, you have the cold, the flu season, all kinds of different issues that come up that we all are able to deal with or have to deal with.
Carla Hine, who is the Warming Center coordinator for Catholic Charities, says their shelter struggles to accommodate homeless people during the day.
We have shelters, and the Warming Center is a fabulous answer to overnight in the winter. But in the daytime in the winter is still something that we need to discuss and have some answers for.
With the shelter only open at night, it leaves many homeless people without a place to stay during the day.
Sometimes guests will come in here, and it's the first time that they aren't told to move along all day. That somebody just says, "You're welcome here. I'm glad you came." I have my volunteers say that to people almost every night when they walk in the door.
Hines says she believes there is a shortage of homeless shelters in La Crosse, but the solution isn't that simple.
Now the shelter will be open Monday through Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m.
And that snow may be on the way, but rainfall over the past week or so has created some flooding conditions to the north of La Crosse.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy?
And Emily, earlier I was near the Black River and it definitely looked like it was higher than normal. It also sounded like it was moving a little bit faster than normal. Today the river was 15 feet. A flood warning is in effect for the river in Gaylesville. Flood stage for the river is 12 feet. While the rising water doesn't seem to have affected homes in the area, officials are warning motorists not to drive around barricades or through flooded roads, though the river should start going back down soon. Ken, Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy.
A man accused of trying to kill someone during a home invasion is in Jackson County Court. Anthony Sylvester IV is charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. Police say he broke into a home in the town of Hickston October 12th and stabbed a person inside before fleeing the scene. Sylvester was arrested yesterday and is now held in jail on a $750,000 cash bond. He cannot have any direct or indirect contact with the victims. His next court date is November 6th.
A Dane County judge is blocking Republican lawmakers from removing Megan Wolf from the Wisconsin Elections Commission. The 7-page temporary restraining order approves the WEC's request to recognize Wolf as the organization's administrator while a lawsuit plays out. Senate Republicans voted to fire her earlier this fall, but lawyers representing those Republicans have already admitted in court that that vote has no influence.
Law enforcement sources in Maine tell CBS News the body of the suspect in the Maine mass shooting that killed 18 people has been found. Laura Hafley is in the nearby town of Lisbon with the latest.
After a more than 2-day manhunt, authorities found the body of mass shooting suspect Robert Card, the Army reservist accused of opening fire at a bowling alley and a bar on Wednesday.
Ronald G. Morin, 55.
Earlier, the names of all 18 people killed in the mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine were read aloud, followed by a moment of silence for the victims. On Friday, law enforcement officials intensified the urgent search for Card, scouring miles of woods and sending dive teams with sonar to the bottom of a river. On Friday, officials lifted a shelter-in-place order that included tens of thousands of people across the county.
I don't understand.
Wendy Bell's brother, Bill Young, and his 14-year-old son, Aaron, were fatally shot inside the bowling alley.
Can't even go bowling. You can't even go have a drink at a bar or enjoy a meal with your family without fear.
Aaron's family says the teen loved to bowl and was having a lesson from his 76-year-old coach, who was also fatally shot. They were the oldest and youngest victims of the mass shooting that shocked this normally quiet state, where until this week, some residents still didn't lock their doors at night. Laura Hafley, CBS News, Lisbon, Maine.
Now, 16 of the victims are men and 2 are women, with the youngest victim being a 14-year-old boy.
Israeli air and ground strikes in Gaza are intensifying. Israel's military says it has knocked out internet and communications in the Gaza Strip and is now moving closer to an all-out invasion.
U.S. officials tell CBS News that rolling start to an Israeli ground invasion was underway as of Friday afternoon. CBS News has also learned President Biden continues to receive briefings from his national security team. His administration has urged Israel to delay ground assaults to avoid a humanitarian crisis, but staff today reaffirming that Israel has a right to defend itself from the militant group Hamas.
And to take the fight to Hamas and the leaders that are sheltering behind civilians. They have every right to do that. We're going to continue to make sure they have the tools, the capabilities, and quite frankly, whatever perspectives we can share to help them do that.
The IDF says Hamas has taken more than 200 hostages in Israel. The war has killed thousands as it enters its 3rd week.
Western Wisconsin's congressman says he's witnessed almost indescribable horror during his trip to Israel. Republican Derek Van Orden says Israeli officials showed him graphic videos of what Hamas has done to Israeli civilians since the attack October 7th. He says his visit was important because, quote, people are denying that Israelis are being slaughtered, and Democrats are trying to downplay what's been done. He adds that no one can compare what's happened to Israeli civilians to civilian deaths in Gaza.
Because these people intentionally targeted civilians. Every civilian casualty that's taken in the Gaza Strip, every piece of property or infrastructure that's destroyed, is the direct result of Hamas attacking Israel on October 7th.
Van Orden says the House is developing an appropriations bill to fund Israel's defense. He's also forming a House caucus to stay in contact with their counterparts in Israel's government.
A Minnesota Democrat is running for president, but says he's not running against President Biden. Dean Phillips says he's running to secure a more prosperous future for America. Now, Phillips represents Minnesota's 3rd district, just west of the Twin Cities in Hennepin County. He announced his candidacy in New Hampshire today after filing official paperwork. He says it's time for a new American century.
It is time for the torch to be passed to a new generation of American leaders right here, all around the country, and all around the world.
Phillips is a newcomer to politics. He won the election in 2018 after beating a 5-term Republican. His official website says he is a Gold Star son who lost his father in the Vietnam War. Well, don't be surprised if you run into a few barrels this weekend when you're out running errands. That's because 93 toy barrels were dropped off at various business locations in the La Crosse region today. This is part of the La Crosse JC's Toys for Tots program. The public is encouraged to donate new, unwrapped toys for children 12 and under. All toys are welcome except for video games and electronics. Toy donations are being collected now through December 1st. We have more info on our digital platforms.
Coming up tonight at 10, for the first time in 50 years,
Cup of Noodles.
Cup of Noodles, that's right, getting a new look. And while the logo may not be changing, the noodle brand is getting a whole lot greener.
And the pumpkin craze isn't just at your favorite coffee shop. The seasonal fruit has made its way into a tortoise habitat, and they may love it just as much as we do.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
When it's time to get on the road again, trust the family of car dealerships that's been serving Western Wisconsin for 100 years.
No matter where you are, there is an Osseo Automotive location close to you. From the farm fields of the Chippewa Valley to the banks of the mighty Mississippi River.
Whether you're looking for something new to drive or need service on an existing vehicle, you can count on us.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
With Bygoff and Rohde, you don't just get a lawyer. You get the experience and power of our entire team of lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants, and researchers. Bygoff and Rohde, Wisconsin's personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
Your favorite instant ramen cup of noodles is going green. For the first time in 50 years, Nissen Foods USA says its cup noodles will get new packaging. Starting next year, the cups will no longer be made from styrofoam. They'll be made from paper, which is more eco-friendly. The change also means the ramen can cook in the microwave, which eliminates the need for boiling water. Don't worry, cup noodles' recognizable logo and packaging will not change, but the plastic wrap around the cups will also be switched out for sleeves made from recycled paper.
Galapagos tortoises at Disney Animal Kingdom were given a seasonal treat Thursday. A carved pumpkin was added into their meal. Animal keeper Sarah Frumoff hand-carved the squash to offer the group, which is also called a creep, this Halloween delicacy. While there may not be pumpkins available in their natural habitat, Frumoff adds fallen fruit is part of the reptile's natural diet. And in case this pumpkin wasn't seasonal enough, the names of these tortoises are Phantom, Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, Creature, and Wolfman.
Getting into the spirit for sure.
I love that Wolfman name. Next on News 8, Friday Night Frenzy. Cade has all the scores and highlights coming up.
And definitely going to be a cold and potentially snowy weekend as we look ahead to Saturday and Sunday. I'll break down when we could see some snow, if we'll see an accumulation, and what those Halloween temperatures look like. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace. You might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours for more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Whole boneless pork loin, just $1.77 a pound. Red grapes, just $1.98 a pound. And our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for only $10. Only at Hy-Vee.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Yeah, definitely going to be a cold, chilly weekend with some first flakes of the season, too, for both locations. Really, that snow, I'll kind of time that out, but it's going to be tomorrow afternoon. Better chance for La Crosse than Eau Claire, but notice the temperatures here. Maybe hit 40, but otherwise we're going to be in the upper 30s, and there will be a little bit of wind chill at times, too, so definitely will feel like the middle of December than what it would be for the end of October. So once again, we do have the rain or snow showers tomorrow. Very light stuff. We'll have snow showers continue basically Saturday night and then taper off Sunday. And then another chance comes in with Halloween. Another cold front digs south that'll provide another opportunity for some light snow. Otherwise, 30s and 40s this weekend. We'll get maybe to mid-30s, even cooler kind of if you go through Monday and Tuesday. And by the end of this week, by this time, we'll probably be getting close to 50, maybe by next weekend too, right around that, which will be about seasonal where we should be as we go in the first full week of November. Otherwise, you look tonight, we're just going to have cloud cover. We might see a little break coming here and there, but really it's not the precipitation until about after 10. This may take some time to actually reach the ground because it's going to be fairly dry at the surface, but eventually by this tomorrow afternoon, we'll see some light snow or rain, depending on location, spread across the area, and then towards the evening, whole entire area will just turn to some very light snow. Once again, better shot if you go further south of Eau Claire, up towards Ladysmith, maybe just cloud cover and a flurry or two. It'll start tapering off probably after midnight, and as you go into Sunday morning, a few flurries for southern areas south of La Crosse, but otherwise should be dry and a little bit more clearing skies as we go into Sunday, but still fairly cold overall. Snowfall, like we could see a little bit of a trace maybe on some grassy areas or maybe the tree leaves, higher elevations, but as we get closer to La Crosse eastward, less of a chance to see that, but something to keep in mind, we might see a little bit of that come Sunday morning. Overall, the system that we're looking for Halloween, that one digs south, provides an opportunity for some snow showers Tuesday with another shot of cooler air. So once again, our temperatures are going to probably plummet right back down to the middle 30s, and maybe some of the coldest temperatures come Wednesday, Thursday morning, which we could be in the teens in some areas. By Wednesday, Thursday, we start seeing the winds turn around. You see those winds coming from the south. Will allow the temperatures to get back into the 40s this time, so that's the good news. We will get back there, but it's going to take some time. All this blue shows you well below average. Time we get to Wednesday, it's maybe 5 to 10 degrees below average, and then by Thursday, we're getting very close to where we should be. So it's going to be about a 4 to 5 day time we're going to see all this cold temperatures. But for tonight, once again, it should be dry, cloudy conditions, but fairly cool, upper 20s to the north, maybe around 30. There will be a little bit of a wind chill with that wind out of the northwest, and then tomorrow, snow showers and rain showers come into effect in the afternoon. Better shot as you go further south of La Crosse. Once again, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. We might hit 40. We'll see some light snow. And then as we go on, once again, to Sunday, we're going to see some actually clearing skies. And we should actually see coming into Monday, it'll be nice, but still fairly chilly at the upper 30s. And then Tuesday, we're looking at the same type of conditions, going up at the mid to upper 30s and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then eventually, hopefully, we'll get back up to around 50 by the end of the week.
Okay, that sounds good.
And we're missing someone.
We are missing. I don't know where Ken went.
He'll be back.
Well, coming right up after this, we have the Friday Night Frenzy. Kate is in next with all the highlights.
Your milk goes up, your eggs go up, your frustration goes up. And while you may want to blame the farmer, Monday on News 8 Now at 10, we'll tell you why that may not be the right answer. Monday at 10.
At All Auto, buy 3 tires at our everyday low price and get the 4th for free. Plus, you'll still get any manufacturer rebates. If you can find a better deal anywhere, we'll match it. But we'll be surprised if you do. Learn more at dollauto.com. Simple.
Made in America. What does it mean? It means craftsmanship. It means quality. It means value. And it means jobs. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're dedicated to bringing you furniture made in North America. And now, during the Made in America sale, you'll find special savings on bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Canadell. Sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and other quality makers. If it's made in America, it's on sale. See the quality, enjoy the savings. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Ready to transform your space? Or perhaps your favorite room just needs a few updates? Let our design consultants help you discover the possibilities to update your home. We take the time to discuss your space, your needs, and your budget. Cooley Carpet will help you every step of the way, from start to finish, with design professionals and expert installation to meet all your expectations. Let our dedicated team help you achieve your dream space. Visit us at Cooley Carpet Center on Mormon Cooley Road in La Crosse.
Clearview Cabinetry starts as a kitchen built for right now and grows with you as life changes. It's flexible by design, so you can go from doors to drawers for storage that works at every stage of life. This Stoughton-style kitchen featuring bright white finish is $2,899 after rebate. Complete your project with countertops from Menards. With elegant to everyday options, we carry everything you need to beautify your home's decor. Get this laminate countertop starting at just $15.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The service departments at the Doll Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Doll Auto, simple.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Kate Overton. Rob Shipp not here tonight, but he'll be back in week 2. We're on to level 2, or next week I should say. We're on to level 2 of the WIA football playoffs. The Aquinas Blue Golds have won 13 straight playoff games, and they're looking for their 3rd straight state title. But they got to win tonight. Blue Golds were at home hosting Watertown Luther Prep over at Roger Herring Stadium, and Aquinas was locked in. First drive of the game, Jacob Thornton dropping back, lets it fly, and that's Walter Burns making the grab, makes the guy miss, and he's walking in for the score. 4 plays into the game, Aquinas takes the lead. Then on the first defensive series, the Phoenix go to the air, but Trey Barr says this is a no-fly zone, gets the interception, and returns it into Blue Gold territory. And the offense would take advantage. David Moline takes the handoff, finds a hole, and the future Wisconsin Badger wrestler is going to make his way in for the score. Aquinas goes up 12. Later in the half, it's Molina again on the counter play, right up the middle, and he barrels his way in for another touchdown. Blue Golds move on. They get the win 46-22 and are 3 wins away from a 3rd straight state title. All right, Prairie du Chien opened their season with a win over defending state champs Aquinas. The 9th-ranked Blackhawks looking to get to round 3 as they host Columbus. First quarter and the Cardinals strike first. Brady Link left uncovered, receiving their first touchdown of the night. Then with seconds left in the first quarter, the Cardinals punt goes haywire, leaving the Blackhawks with the ball at their own 8-yard line. And they would capitalize in the first drive of the second quarter. Blake Theory drives through the pile to put the Hawks on the board. It's 7-7. Minutes later, Cardinals quarterback Peyton Powers throws a dime to teammate Connor Roche, who runs it in to take the lead right back. And the Cardinals go on to defeat the Blackhawks 33-7. NBC co-champs La Crosse Central, they travel to Waunakee to face the top seed. First quarter, the Key already up 7, and they stick to their bread and butter. Put it in Benjamin Lindley's hands and watch good things happen. He's off to the races, gives the Warriors a 14-0 lead. And then Central marching down the field, trying to make it a ball game, but on 3rd down, Cole Savola gets the sack and knocks the Riverhawks out of field goal range. Central just couldn't get it going tonight as they fall 42-0. All right, we've got a multi-layered rematch in D3. Medford lost to Onalaska in the playoffs last year, but got revenge in the regular season earlier this year. The Raiders in the red zone, and it's Paxton Rothmeyer who sneaks along the right side, too fast to catch, tumbles into the end zone. Touchdown, Medford. The Hilltoppers push their way downfield, handoff with a fake play action. Brady Kuhn has a hole, makes a beeline straight into the end zone for an Onalaska touchdown, and they don't stop there. Adam Skifton searches for someone to pass to, and he sees his man, Brody Mitchell. The deep ball falls right into his breadbasket, and he sees clear green ahead of him. Hilltoppers get revenge and are moving on to level 3, 35-16. All right, also in Division 3, Sparta, they had a tough task facing top seed Rice Lake, but they fell 50-20. And then in Division 4, Lodi, a night so cold even a mascot needs a break, and the Blue Devils came out on fire. Already up 28-0, and Kyler Clemens not slowing down. 50-yard house call puts Lodi up big at half as West Salem's season would come to an end, falling 49-0. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got 4 teams and 2 games in Division 7. We'll be right back.
Dear first place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend. Haul or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now get a new 2023 Ford F-150 with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor. Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Dear first place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Pepin, Alma, and Bangor have found themselves in Division 7 top 10 since week 1, but only one can move on to the next round. Go there. Pepin Alma's Russian attack led by Demetrius Bergman, who has rushed for 33 touchdowns on the season, the second best in all of Wisconsin. Bangor will counterpunch with a 1-2 tag team of Chase Horseman and Samuel Croft, who combined for 25 scores on the year. The Eagles and Cardinals meeting in Pepin this evening. Defense rule in this game early. Bangor's Croft with the carry, but the ball is knocked from his hands. Pepin Alma's Dylan Roundy with the recovery. Eagles can't get points on the turnover. Middle of the second quarter, Bangor's Chase Horseman gets the carry, pushing by defenders into the end zone. Cardinals go up 7. Home team responds quick. Evan Olson totaling the rock, making moves as he puts the red and blue on the board. We're tied up at 7. Last play of the first half. Bangor's Nolan Michik can't find an open receiver, so he's looking to use his feet, but the Eagle defense stops him just a few yards shy of the end zone. Third quarter, Pepin Alma's Maddox Stewart looking for his receiver, but Mitchett comes up big for the Cardinals, gets the pick, and finds his way into the end zone. The Cardinals soar to level 3 for the 28-13 win. All right, then we have Cashton. Cashton is Division 7's top-ranked team. The Eagles hosting Cochran Fountain City. Already 8-0 Cashton in the first. CFC knocking on the doorstep when Austin Arnberg keeps it himself, finds Pater. That cuts the deficit to 8-6. But back come the Eagles in the second. Brady Hemmersbach going up top for Connor Butzler, and he hauls it in for the 35-yard touchdown. It's 14-6 Eagles. Next drive for the Pirates. Arnberg's pass is deflected right into the hands of Brady Hemmersbach. He finds some room down the sideline. He returns it for a pick 6. Cashton rolling by 15. But not so fast, says CFC before the half. Arnberg going to the air again. Connects with Tanner Schleifer. Behind the defense, a 66-yard strike, and the Pirates trail 21-12 at the break. But in the third, Cashton started pulling away. It's Ethan Klinker up the middle, and he's going to find the end zone for the second time of the night. Cashton rolls 40-12, and will host Bangor next week. That sets up this. Cashton hosting Bangor next Friday in the Division 7 quarterfinals, and of course, we'll be there and bring you all of the highlights. UW Lacrosse 2 wins away from getting a share of the WIAC title for the second straight year. They can get one of those wins tomorrow when rivals UW Eau Claire comes to town. The fourth-ranked Eagles are averaging nearly 450 yards a game this season. Game time at Veterans Memorial Sports Complex set for 11:30. The Badgers also in action tomorrow, hosting number 3 Ohio State. Game at Camp Randall starts at 6:30. Now we've got our play of the night, and for it, we got to go back to Aquinas. Jacob Thornton letting it fly to Walter Burns, and then check out this juke move. Woo! Right past him into the end zone for the score. Aquinas dominated. They're going for their third straight state title. All right, that's all for sports. We'll be right back.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
It's the biggest event in King Furniture's history, a complete and total liquidation of all in-stock items in our store. Shop over $2 million of quality name brand furniture priced for immediate liquidation. This will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to save as never before on living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, and more. When each and every piece of furniture has been sold, King Furniture will shut down for 30 to 60 days for a complete and total renovation. Don't miss the King Furniture Total Liquidation Sale going on now.
All right, celebration of National Black Cat Day. Obviously, Francis is going to be chilly tomorrow. He'll need some hot chocolate on National Chocolate Day because it's going to be so cold. So those conditions continue. We have snow tomorrow night, and Halloween looks cold.
Can cats have chocolate?
No, they can't. I was just about to say that. I will have some for him. And just want everyone to know that it took 15 tries that shot this morning.
Yes,
so
well worth
glad
it.
he participated.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye.